2 tonight, we're learning more details about the fatal crash that involved a Metro police officer. LMPD today confirming that Officer Alyssa Beagle did not have her lights and sirens on her police cruiser when the crash occurred. Beagle is on paid administrative leave and was also hurt in the crash that occurred a week ago while the severe storms were actually rolling through Louisville. Police say the crash happened as officers were responding to a distress run in the Newburgh neighborhood. Beagle was heading east on Fern Valley Road when police say 61-year-old Charles Briscoe turned in front of her cruiser. Briscoe was pronounced dead on the scene. Beagle was taken to the hospital and released on Friday. The police department says they will have another update on this incident tomorrow.
A former Warrenton police officer is accused tonight of misusing a stun gun on 3 different people. Court records show the incidents happened when that officer worked for the department. This was between 2022 and 2023. This is video of one of those incidents. Court records also say in each incident he used a stun gun without legal justification, resulting in all 3 suffering injuries. The attorney representing the victims say his clients were doing nothing wrong.
We consistently invite the public to view the videos for themselves and to make their own judgments. You will see that the victims in these videos were doing nothing. They were going about their day-to-day lives when they were basically attacked and excessive force was used against them in violation of so many of their constitutional rights.
Officer Mark Oakley is prohibited from having a gun or other weapons and is not allowed to have a passport or discuss the case with victims or witnesses. Officer Oakley left the Warrenton Police Department. He now works for Lillington Police.
Records show at least 9 NOPD officers got DWIs in the last 5 years. Some of them were apologetic and got help, others not so much. In our first story, we focused on Sergeant Kevin Thompson and Senior Police Officer Troy Dallier, mostly because of how they acted when they were arrested.
I'm hungry and he's wasting my time. Boy, him.
And how they resisted accountability.
Sir, I promise I was not driving. My girlfriend was driving.
Boys and Jeff Highway.
And then there's Senior Police Officer Larry King Jr.
How much you had to drink? Drink or 2. Okay. We're going to do a field sobriety test just to make sure you're okay to be driving, okay? Stand by the front of my car for me. Can I take something? Yeah. I'm 26 NOPD. Okay.
I'm 26. That means I'm a cop. That's what King told Causeway Police Sergeant Shenandoah Jones in September 2020 when he pulled King over for speeding on the Huey P. Long Bridge. But Jones soon learned much more about King.
Computer's coming up that there was no insurance on the vehicle. Do you have insurance on it?
I should have insurance.
Can I see it, please? That one expired in 2019.
That's the only one I have.
Okay. You also got a suspended driver's license for unpaid ticket out of Gretna from 2018.
He not only was drunk, but he had a suspended license as well.
NOPD watchdog Skip Gallagher has worked for years to get officers' disciplinary files, including a list of violations known as an officer's long sheet. And Larry King has one of the longest long sheets in all of NOPD. 18 sustained violations over a span of 12 years. Everything from turning off his body-worn camera while failing to take police action, to failing to turn on his camera while using unauthorized force.
It's not just a DWI. He's got other criminal past. He's got domestic abuse cases, and in one, it is particularly difficult to read.
In 2009, records show he was arrested and charged in Jefferson Parish, accused of trying to force this pistol in his wife's mouth, hitting her, biting her, and choking her. But the charges were dropped after his wife recanted. Then, in 2021, Jefferson Parish prosecutors charged King with domestic abuse again, alleging he pistol whipped not only his wife, who had just suffered a stroke, but also their adult daughter, who was living with them. And this time, prosecutors allege King also fired his gun, endangering his family.
He's still on the NOPD.
Yeah.
We're still paying him. And it worries me deeply that we turn around and we have officers who shouldn't be officers.
Officer King now faces charges of domestic abuse battery, domestic abuse strangulation, cruelty to the infirm, aggravated assault, and illegal discharge of a firearm. The trial in Jefferson Parish is set for May 5th. David Hammer, WWL, Louisiana.
So records show King has been suspended for a total of 75 days for his 18 violations. NOPD spokesperson Reese Harper said King would not be available for comment for this story, and Harper also declined to comment on the pending criminal charges against King.
Good morning and welcome to the Bad Apple Report. It's 7:30 a.m. bright and early right here at home on the range. Thank you so much for being here today, folks. I really appreciate it. We're going to start it out in Colorado Springs, and we're going to have a look at this guy. He's from the Dork Patrol, apparently. He's a dork-tective. Okay, that was dumb. But Colorado Springs police officer has been arrested for felony stalking and official misconduct. And it says here, an officer with the Colorado Springs Police Department has been arrested for felony stalking, official misconduct, and a cybercrime, the department said on Thursday. According to the CSPD, allegations of criminal activity were made on April 4th, 2025 against Officer Neil Jackson. That's his name, Neil Jackson. Detectives initiated an investigation and established probable cause to arrest Jackson. Okay. He was arrested and booked into the El Paso County Jail on April 10th. CSPD said Jackson has been employed with the department since March 2020 at the time of his arrest, and he was assigned as a patrol officer in the Falcon Division. Okay. He has since been relieved of his police powers and placed on administrative leave pending the outcome of the investigation. Whoa. CSPD said it's still active in an ongoing investigation and no further information can be released. All we can do is speculate about this dork detective here. He's not really a dork detective. He's just a typical cop. Thank you so much for being here, folks. I really appreciate it. Let's move on with the show.
I'm Mellow Styles in Fort Pierce, and Fort Pierce Police Chief is speaking out tonight about the incident that took place right here on Avenue L just a few weeks ago. She's calling it a learning experience for her department to know what not to do.
It's a hurting feeling. It is, because my expectation of my officers is to always honor our badge.
The expectation, she says, was violated when Officer Jean Valbrun removed his body camera and punched a man who was already handcuffed in the back of a patrol car. She told me the action was caught on another officer's body camera. The police department is not releasing that video as of now.
It shows the inappropriate action of our officers.
According to investigators, the situation began around 2 a.m. on March 26th when Valbrun responded to a call on Avenue L, just west of US 1. During the encounter, investigators say the man arrested headbutted Valbrun.
The mistake that this officer made has taken his livelihood away.
Chief Hobley Burney has not released the man's name or condition.
Officer Valbrun went to the car, took off his body-worn camera, and began punching this individual.
Valbrun has only been with the department for a few years.
He had been on the force since 2021.
Officer Valbrun has since resigned. An investigation is pending not only with the Fort Pierce Police Department, but also with the Florida Department of Law Enforcement. I'm also currently waiting for Officer Valbrun's personnel file from the department. I'll keep you updated as the story develops. Reporting in Fort Pierce, Mellow Styles.
We have breaking news out of Montgomery, Alabama. And it says here an off-duty Montgomery police officer was relieved from duty. Okay. And he's been charged with a crime on Thursday, according to the Montgomery Police Department. Nicholas Zachary is his name, age 22, and he's accused of electronically soliciting a child. Okay. The officer, formerly known as the officer with two first names, is now known as the officer who has been electronically soliciting a child. That's what Nicholas Zachary, age 22, is now. MPD opened an investigation on March 22nd, placing Zachary on administrative leave after becoming aware of the allegations. Zachary, who joined MPD in 2024, was assigned to the Training and Career Development Bureau. Maybe he was just recruiting a youngin' by email. I don't know. So that's the deal on Nicholas Zachary, age 22. He is alleged to have electronically solicited a child. And he's a bad apple. He made it on the Bad Apple Report. Thank you so much for being here. On with the show.
But first, caught on a cell phone camera, part of an arrest by Syracuse police, now circulating on social media.
From WSYR TV Syracuse, the local station, you're watching News Channel 9 at 6 o'clock.
And good evening, I'm Christy Casciano.
I'm Jeff Kulikowski. The Syracuse Police Department says body camera footage of the incident you just saw revealed evidence of what they're calling policy and procedure violations during that arrest.
And the department, as it will be dealt with through discipline and retraining. This comes as News Channel 9's Kendra Rodas spoke with one of those who was arrested in the video. And Kendra, I know police just released a statement. Can you share some more details?
Yeah, Christy, we just received this statement from Police Chief Joe Cecil. In it, he acknowledges violations in yesterday's arrest, but also walks us through what is not in the video, including mentioning that one of the men arrested, Jamar Chandler, made multiple derogatory comments and threats. And Chief Cecil says Chandler ultimately spit at an officer. He's charged with harassment and resisting arrest. His friend also facing charges. The 1-minute cell phone video is just a snippet of a much longer interaction between two young men and Syracuse police officers. It followed a traffic stop. Jamar Chandler was put in handcuffs, put in the police car, and then released. But it didn't end there.
When I got out of the car, I was getting out of the handcuffs. I was about to walk away. You seen I was grabbing all my property.
But the cell phone video did not capture what came next. The camera panning off to the ground before snapping up to catch the start of a scuffle. Chandler on the ground. Meaning the video doesn't show us what happened in those 4 seconds and what prompted the officer's response. Police say Chandler spit at them.
I was about to spit and all that, so I spit on the floor a little bit. And then, I guess bro said I spit on him. He threw me on the floor. And then my friend was like, dang, why y'all doing that to him? And then they threw him on the floor.
Chandler's friend Antel Tatum taken to the ground after approaching police from behind. As police try to handcuff Chandler, you can see one of the officers put his knee on or around Chandler's head and then pulls it away. And then that officer is seen hitting Chandler in the head.
I was trying to protect myself. He said I was resisting arrest.
The morning after the arrest, Chandler's mother looking for answers.
It's not about a lawsuit, not about money, not about anything. It's about these police being held accountable for doing what they did. Like my son said, they got kids too. You want your kids like that? It's all on camera, face.
Chandler's mother says both men went to the hospital after they were released from custody. In Syracuse, Kendra Brodus, News Channel 9.
Now, Chief Cecil does acknowledge one of the officers used, quote, 3 controlled strikes to Chandler's head. Cecil says if done with control and purpose, they are within department policy.
Okay, guys, we're banging through the headlines like you know we got to do, and we've come across this bad apple right here. This is breaking news out of McCracken County, Kentucky. It says here, according to the McCracken County Sheriff's Office, on the evening of April 9th, just the other day, Chief Deputy Jailer Stephen Carter requested MCSO investigate allegations that a deputy jailer was having an inappropriate relationship with an inmate. Oh, no. Okay, in this guy's defense, maybe it's his first love. You know, like his second cousin. Maybe it's one and the same. A detective with MCSO began interviewing inmates as well as the suspect, 27-year-old Tyler Hamlet. Oh, Tyler, goofball, of Eddyville. MCSO states that the investigation determined Hamlet was having inappropriate sexual contact with a female inmate and gave her items that was not allowed to be given to her. Hamlet was subsequently arrested and lodged, oh, that's great, in the Marshall County Jail. I wonder how much his lodging is costing us. His charges are as follows: first-degree sexual abuse, second-degree official misconduct, second-degree promoting contraband. And that's what he looks like. He's a goofball. Thank you so much for being here, folks. Let's move on with the show.
Former Hancock County Sheriff's Deputy Patrick Hoder was indicted by the Hancock County Grand Jury on Tuesday. According to the indictment list shared by prosecutor Stephen Dragozich, Hoder was indicted on a charge of possession of material depicting minors engaged in sexually explicit conduct. This is the latest development in the case after Hoder was arrested for allegedly having over 600 images of such material. Hoder was put on leave August 29th, 2024, and was officially charged and terminated from his position with the county the next day on August 3rd.
Tonight in our crime tracker, 7 correctional officers now sit behind bars as suspects in an alleged attempt to smuggle contraband into Barry B. Telford State Prison. Here's what we know so far. 6 of the arrested officers were charged with engaging in organized criminal activity, while 1 correctional officer faces felony charges of bribery, prohibited item or substance in a correctional facility, and possession of marijuana. And there have also been been 7 search warrants executed on private residences related to those arrests. And today in a news release, Texas Board of Criminal Justice Chairman Eric Nichols said in part, quote, "Corruption is not and will not be tolerated in the Texas Department of Criminal Justice. We appreciate the hard work of the Office of the Inspector General team and our outstanding law enforcement partners in pursuing this investigation into the introduction of contraband into our state prison system."
Okay, folks, that's going to do it for the show. And I just wanted to thank you so much for watching the Bad Apple Report with me every morning, right here at home on the range. It really means a lot to me. I was in the YouTube studio the other day, and I was realizing and recognizing that we hardly ever have new viewers. Almost everybody that watches the show every day is a repeat viewer. And I thought, that is really cool. What it means to me is we have all the cool viewers here at home on the range. And I think that's awesome. So I'm going to keep doing the show just for you, and I appreciate you so much. We'll see you right back here tomorrow morning at 7:30 a.m. bright and early.